Hey guys, how's it going? Solo back with yet another daily stock market video. Almost the end of another trading week. It is Thursday, and we're going to take a look at a stock that I've never covered yet on the channel, and that is LMND, ticker symbol LMND. Before we get going, let's take a look at the heat map here. Looking at the overall market, overall a green day today. Big tech was kind of flat except for Apple. Apple had a good day, up almost 2.6%, but Microsoft was a little bit in the red, so was Google and Facebook. Amazon was kind of flat, but still green, up about 0.6%. Tesla down 0.6%, but nice recovery. The semis had a good day except for Qualcomm. Qualcomm got beaten down. Look at this, down over 8.8%. Banks, financials, a lot of the other sectors, entertainment here, had some good trading today. But let's get right into it and let's talk about LMND. So let me show you the Robinhood trading graph right now. This is LMND. It's a relatively pricey stock right now at just about $150 per share. And if you're not familiar with LMND, let's talk about it real quickly. So this is the company's website. It's www.lemonade.com, and they are an insurance company. And they're pretty much app-based. So they're trying to revolutionize the insurance game. And so if we go through their website, you can see they offer renter's insurance, homeowner's insurance, term life insurance, even pet insurance. And obviously they have some very low prices. Look at this, $5 a month for renters, as low as $25 a month for homeowners, $10 a month for pets. And you can get obviously quotes based on your own information or data if you want to go to the website and input it to see how it is. But the way this works is that they have an app, whether you're on Android or iOS, you put in your information and they'll give you a quote. But you might be asking yourself, well, how are they changing the game, right? How are they different from any of these other companies like Allstate, State Farm, Travelers, Geico, Liberty Mutual, and such? Well, right now, it looks like on their website, a lot of people from these other insurance companies have switched over to LMND. So let's see how they're saying how it works. What they're doing is they're reversing the traditional insurance model. So they're treating the premiums as if it's your money and not theirs. So what it does is that everything is simple and transparent. They just take a flat fee and they pay your claim super fast, and they give back whatever's left to causes you care about. So basically, you can donate your leftover money. They just take a flat fee, because in the traditional insurance models, let's say if you have Allstate insurance, for example, if you don't use them, they basically keep all of your premiums. They keep all of your money. But LMND, they only take a set fee. So if you don't need the LMND insurance, they keep their set fee, and whatever's left over, they will donate to whatever cause you want. Things like the ACLU, or Cure Childhood Cancer, or the Malala Fund, for example, the Red Cross. So it's very interesting, and they kind of have this approach of not only are they trying to help you, but they're also trying to help the world. And supposedly, this has really taken off in Europe. So let's go and dig through their website a little bit more, learn a little bit more about the company. So here it is right here. How is LMND's business different from that of a traditional insurance carrier? And it says it right here, the traditional insurance companies, they make money by keeping the money that they don't pay you out in claims. So whenever they pay your claim, they're essentially losing profit. And that's why it's so hard to get your claims paid, because they don't want to lose their profits. But LMND, it says, was built differently. They treat your premiums as if they were still your money and return unclaimed remainders in their annual, what they call, give back. And that's their unique feature of LMND, where each year leftover money is donated to causes our policyholders care about. So you can choose which cause you would like any leftover money donated on your behalf. And they say, we treat policyholders who care about the same causes as a virtual group of what they call peers. And they use the premiums collected from each peer group to pay for the group's claims, giving back any leftover money to their common cause, and uses reinsurance to cover for cases where the group's claims exceed what's left in the pool. So they say that customers enjoy amazing insurance and society gets a little push for the better. So that's how they're trying to reinvent the insurance game, which is really interesting. Let me know in the comments below. This stock was actually suggested to me by one of our Discord members. I had never heard of it. I've seen it here and there on StockTwits and Twitter, but I wasn't really familiar with the company. Kind of has an odd name, LMND. You wouldn't think that that's an insurance company. And like I showed you, we go back to Robinhood right now. It's a relatively pricey stock, but it hasn't always been this pricey. You can see, unfortunately, today had a red day on Lemonade, down 1.3%. Did recover a little bit after hours, up 0.6%. On the week, we are still down about 1.5%. But on the month, you're looking pretty good, up almost 25%. But take a look at this as we go out, because Lemonade is a relatively new company. 3 months, you're up over 152%. On the year, again, new company, kind of IPO'd in July of last year, but since its IPO, it's up nearly 200%. So if you were an early adopter, you're looking pretty good. We did have a little bit of a dip towards the end of last year, but take a look at this. From November onward, it basically went parabolic and is going to the moon right now. Let's take a look to see how juicy the premiums are if you want to sell some options or trade options at all on Lemonade. So the nice thing about Lemonade right now is they already have weekly options. They have way more choices to pick from. But let's just see. If I want to sell a put, I'm not going to select the obviously expiration this Friday. I'm going to select 1 week out for February 12th. And let's see, at the money, selling a put, I would collect $765 in premium. I would have to put up $14,800 in capital. So that is going to be a return on risk for me of 5.2%. If you've been following some of my lately videos, 5.2% a week is not really that juicy. On a normal week, that's pretty darn good. But compared to some of the other tickers that we've been looking at, like Mara, like Riot, we've been taking a look at Corsair lately, this is just not as juicy. I feel like you can get more juice for the same amount of money if you were to go elsewhere. But let's take a look at the TradingView chart here and see if we can do some initial technical analysis on Lemonade. So the first thing I see, we've had this huge run up, and then recently I'm noticing we've had a little bit of a sell-off starting about mid-January, and now we're kind of flat, right? So right now, the first thing that caught my eye is a little bit an area of support, maybe somewhere around 148, maybe 144, 145 actually. And it's going to be hard to see because some of these candles dip below. But again, keep in mind, these areas of trend are exactly that. They're areas. They're not hard, fast, exact numbers. So let's just leave it somewhere like this, around 145 or so. So that looks like it's been holding up pretty well for the past about 2 to 3 weeks of trading. So that's an area of support that I'm going to leave up there. As far as resistance, it looks like above here, actually right where our intraday high was today, around 154, looks to be an area of resistance. So going to be looking to see Lemonade break up and hold above 154 if I want to get bullish on it. We keep working here. There might be also an area of trend somewhere around here, about 160. Looks like we've topped out there on January 25th and 28th, bottomed out there on January 14th, and again, topped out there January 8th. And again, if we go up even higher, looks like there's an area of trend somewhere around about 171, 172. Again, topped out there intraday, January 25th. Top of this candle here, January 14th. So I'm liking that. If we keep working our way down though, looks like there's going to be an area of trend I'm going to call somewhere around here, around 131, 132. Looks like we topped out there back in late December. And I mean, we could keep going, but there's really no point until we start getting price action down lower. But maybe right around here as well, 114 is an area of support as well, looking at some of this older data back in mid to late December. So I'm really liking how we're looking on that. The 21-day moving average is this orange line if you're new to the channel. The pink line is the 50-day moving average. But you can see, looking at the volume bars, hasn't been a lot of volume on Lemonade in the past 2 to 3 weeks or so. RSI is not really helping us that much, kind of flat right in the middle, not really overbought, not really oversold. We do have earnings coming up end of February, February 25th. So let's see, last earnings session. After that, stock kind of, it didn't really do much, but that was the kind of the beginning of this takeoff there. So we'll have to see. Last earnings, they had negative 55 cents per share reported. Now, as far as price predictions, that's going to be the tricky part here because it almost looks like this a little bit of a wedge forming again recently, maybe something along the lines of this, maybe a bull flag, but just to do some quick drawing here, maybe something along the lines of this. We are, again, this looks very similar to the Corsair chart where we're kind of just tightening up. And I feel like at some point it's going to have to pop either to the upside or to the downside. Now, the one thing that does worry me is that we have been trading below the 21-day moving average. So I am torn right now. I don't really know. I don't know too much about this ticker. Like I said, I haven't really been following it, but we could very well turn to the downside. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. What I'm going to be looking at And I'm not planning on trading this, and I don't own any shares or options of this. But again, not financial advice. My opinion would be I'm going to look to see if it's going to hold the 145 support level here. And if it breaks, then I'm going to be looking at for a downside break. If it holds 145 or even better, if it holds above 154, above this area of resistance, then we're more likely, in my opinion, to break out to the upside. We'll have to see. I'm not too confident in this wedge pattern I'm drawing. Maybe it's more like a triangle. Maybe it's more of a longer wedge, something along the lines of this. But we'll have to wait and see. Let me know in the comments below if you've traded Lemonade before or if you have any open shares or option positions on it right now. I checked the trade UI option flow and there was no option flow that came in on Lemonade. So it's not really a very popular ticker to trade options on right now. As always, make sure you join the Discord server if you're not in there already. Add me on Reddit, Instagram, Twitter, and StockTwits. But most importantly, I hope you're having a green week and I hope you end the week green as well. I'll see you on the moon.